Okay, this is number 3. Green number 2 was painted on the wrong side, so I had to skip the green number 3. Uh, if you go to 10 minutes and 4 seconds, I think I talk about my Department of Peace and how it's basically going to be just a long line of numbers and digits in a book, and that's all it's going to amount to. I'm not going to worry about how much it costs because it's not anything to worry about. And you know, we're a democracy, and we vote as a democracy what we're going to do. We're not going to worry about what the politicians think. We as a group of people are going to vote on what we think. And I wrote in here something about Donald Trump. I don't know what Donald Trump said. Let me think. I wrote Donald Trump's name up here, but I don't know what he said. Oh, it might have been he said he was going to build the biggest military, but I don't know how he's going to do it. I'm going to pay the soldiers $300 an hour, 24 hours a day while they're over there. And when they get back over here, if they get disabled, they get a card, and anywhere they go, everything's paid for. They work 20 hours. Somewhere in here I said they'd work 40 years, but they'd only have to work 20 years. They get to retire. Everybody only has to work 30 years no matter their age, and they get to retire on the card. And after they retire, because when you're working, your boss gets 40% of your salary. Then when you retire, because the boss gets 40% of your salary, plus he may get something else. When you retire, you get a card, and everywhere you go in America, you can't see my. Everywhere you go in America, uh, is paid for. So you must live for free. Your taxes are paid, and everything like that. But okay, now let me go to the next page. I got a bunch in here. Okay, now I talked about in Bloomington. I don't know if this is what I talked about. In Bloomington Normal, they got an empty car plant where somebody could go in there and get an interest-free loan. I don't think this is where I talked about it and what the time is on that index. But if you had a mind to, the government would make an interest-free loan. A group of people, if you're laid off, and you could form your own union, and you could be the manager of this interest-free into the car plant. Go in there and build cop cars, redesign the whole thing, and build a huge cop car, and maybe a huge. I think that one guy got killed in that van hauling him back to the police station, and they mistreated him. Put cameras in there to watch him, and build a thing where they could pad it, or where there was a decent place to set to take them back to the police station, not just some ratty old van where they bounce them around, but with cameras to watch them, and go in there and build something new in a auto plant, build something specially designed for the job, redesign it and retool it. People could go in there and build something specially for it, not just redesign something already built, but redesign something special for that, not change something for the job, but fix something for that in particular. Build a car with a seat for a cop, with a seat for what the cop wears, with cameras around. I'm not doing it right. I was going to say what's on the things. Okay, now 1103. That's number 3. Let's say War City with the street died in the print money, get it from don't have. Okay, It's like they say they print. Okay, I talked about how the government prints money, and they try to take money from the people who don't have it that can't print money. If you can't print money, and the government can print money, how can they take money from you if you can't print it? I think that's what I put there, but that's in 1003. Uh, okay. And I think I also put something about you did not pay off World War II, debit card, cop car, $400 behind the desk, 500 driving. Okay, 920, 829, number 4, single parent household. That's where I had that. Earthquakes in California. That's like out in California when they have an earthquake. California goes broke and they beg the federal government for money, or when they're people without wells. There would just be people that build their own industry and just automatically, they go out there and fight fires without thinking about it. We'd have companies that just automatically go out there and drill wells for the people without wells. They get paid $300 an hour to do nothing but go out there and drill wells as deep as they had to for people without water. You'd have companies go do nothing but just build pipes for the wells. They do nothing but haul the pipes to where they need the pipes where to put them for the wells, and they drill the wells for the people that need them. I think that's on. I think I had it on 829. 536, number 7. I had some more single parent households. 829, number 4. Injustice and people and everything. People, Department of Peace, 6040. 739. Word of mouth can pump water uphill. Okay. In 739, I talk about pumping water uphill using gravity, where legal immigration, where I think you should bring people in, even though some people won't like it. I think you can bring people out in Phoenix, Arizona. Like the distance and height is about 3 or 4 football fields and about 2,000 miles. I think you can use my idea on perpetual energy or clean energy or perpetual energy and use gravity to pump water uphill, maybe 6 miles at a time, and maybe 80 operations or 160 operations, and let water flow down. You can read it. I think it's 739. Okay, the Starship's at 744. 543. Okay, that's like if you're a farmer and the government wants you to kill off your livestock, they'll come in and pay you to restock your herd or chickens or everything and pay you to dispose of them. They'll pay you to refertilize your fields or anything. If your fields get where they need to refertilize, if you gotta run the tile to drain your field, I'm up to 9 minutes. I just shut it off.